Hi, my name's Marilyn, and I'm here to share with you a story about a mother who earns an additional income. So, like myself, years ago, I was a mum and I went to work every day. I barely got to see my kids because I worked shift, so early in the morning and late at night. Um, I wished I had known about this back then because it would have been a game changer for me and I would have been able to spend more time at home with my children while earning an income. So I'd like to pass it over to Lloyd and Rose, who will share with you Rose's story.
What's up, Facebook? Welcome to the Facebook show. I'm here with Rose, my friend Rose. What's up? What's up, Rose?
Hey, legend, how are ya? Good.
Great. Thanks for jumping on live here on Facebook so we can share your story to inspire some other mums who want to make a second income but perhaps feel like they haven't got enough time. So I thought no one better to bring up than the time expert manager extraordinaire to share your story with everyone else out there who has the same concern. So just to give you guys an idea of Rose, she's had great success in her side hustle. She's a business owner. So she's got runs a dance school business. She has got 2 young boys that she manages with her partner Liam, and they've got another one on the way. So if you think about who's busy, I'd have to say Rose comes to mind when I think of someone who's busy. But she also comes to mind when I think about someone who's had success in developing a second income where she could have had all the excuses in the world. So that's Rose. And now I want to ask her let's just, Rose, start with what was going on with you? What was life like before you started creating this second income for yourself with a side gig?
Yeah, cool. So I've always been kind of finance interested. I've always enjoyed the stocks. I've always enjoyed the concept of having freedom of time and money as well. And I kind of felt like I was on this wheel, right? Like I was reading and I was trying to learn, but I just wasn't getting the information that I was looking for because it was all very complicated. So I just felt like it was going nowhere. I was literally just spinning my wheel. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was complicated and I wasn't shifting.
Okay. So what was it that made you decide to make a change? What was the thing? What happened? What is there an event or did you kind of think of something? Did something happen?
Yeah, so to be fair, it just happened. I'd never seen a vehicle like it. It was a
Okay.
vehicle that kind of came to me, and then once I had looked at it and started to really invest my time and just to see if it was something that could work for us and my family, it 100% fit everything that I was looking for, but did not know where to look in the beginning.
Yeah, okay. So you're in this position where you knew because you had a share portfolio, you kind of had this idea that you wanted to create some passive income from investing in shares and getting dividends, which you understood. You had a business, so you understood how to make money. But the one thing you wanted to do, I imagine, was find extra money to accelerate the growth of your share portfolio, right?
Yeah, definitely, but didn't know where to start. Didn't have a vehicle, didn't have a concept.
Yeah. And you didn't have a concept of an online way to do it from your phone, and you probably didn't have a concept of how to actually do it, right?
Definitely didn't. I didn't even have social media at the time.
Yeah, I remember. So, so, so tell me what's life like now? So, like, you started. Let's tell everyone what happened. Like, we connected. I showed you what Alicia and I have been up to. I showed you, look, what you do is you generate this extra income by helping people with a great product. They get amazing results. You get paid, like every other business in the world, and you do it all online from your phone because it's very leveraged because of the way the business model works. And I said, hey, you can put this into your share portfolio and we'll amplify it. You're like, that seems like a good idea. Let's go. So kind of that's what happened. Now, what's life like now? Because you've only been doing this for how long? What have you experienced? Tell us all.
Yeah, cool. So it's been 5 months, and our share portfolio is up
Nice.
nearly 10,000 American dollars. So I've been able to generate it nearly 10K, yeah, which is super, super awesome. I think one of the best things that I have really, really relished in this experience has been, again, being a mum to a two and a 3-year-old. I was quite isolated at the time, and finding community at such an important time was really, really important. And I didn't realize how much I had lacked that connection. So when this came on board, it was something that I didn't even realize I needed, because at the time I was so used to just being a mum that it was kind of my normal. But now that I'm part of a bigger community, it's definitely something that I've loved the most in the experience that I've had. Yeah.
So is it fair to say it gave you something to sink your teeth into, to bring out your creativity, to bring out your other skills, to give you something that's exciting, to give you a new identity, to give you all the stuff that you may be laying in bed at night dreaming of and thinking of? It gave you that something a vehicle to run with, to grow into, right? To unpack your potential.
And get my confidence back, definitely.
Yeah, one of those unexpected things, because I know you wanted to get extra income, but sometimes when you start out getting what you want, you end up getting what you need. And what you needed was actually an outlet to grow into the ultimate Rose.
Definitely, because it was a big transition for me going from, a single person to a mum.
Yeah, definitely. And would you say that you're busy? It's not a trick question. Can you hear me? You there? Testing. Sound test. Testing.
Yes, I would definitely say that I'm busy. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I think you might be delayed.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. So I think we've got a delay in the live, which is wonderful.
I can hear you.
So just to make things easier for our viewers, I'm going to keep talking and I'm about to shut up in a second so Rose can jump on with the delay. But my question to you, Rose, is how do you do this as a busy mum?
I was talking to a friend about this just yesterday, and I definitely think one of my strengths is, well, one, time management, but two, habits. And I also have a vision. I can see what I want and where I want to be with it. And I just figure the only person that's going to stand in my way is myself. So whenever I think about where I want to be in terms of my family and myself, I just don't make excuses. I just don't make excuses. I find the time, I make the time, I miss out on events, or there are times where we've turned down invitations and things like that, because I know that I've got to invest my time and effort into growing myself, and that's my priority right now. The rest of it will come, the time freedom will come, but I have to do the work now. So I just don't make excuses. I just like to, just get it done.
Yeah, nice. And let me ask you this then. Do you enjoy doing the actual process of building the side income as well as the money side of it? Do you enjoy the actual process of doing it?
100%. There's nothing about it that I don't love. The thing I love the most about it is how much growth I've had in such a short time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And just so everyone knows, because you've been in it, you did tell us how long? 6 months now?
I'm going into my 6th month. Yeah.
Okay, so what's your, like, in that 6 months time frame, what's your success been like? Because you did tell us the total, but what have you been able to earn, like, on a weekly basis since you started?
I think it's close to 500 a week if you were to break it up. Yeah.
Awesome. And so, and what's been your biggest week?
1250.
Okay, $1,250. Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you think that was possible when you first started?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great.
But I just knew I'd have to work for it.
Yep, cool. So let me ask you this: what's your overall goal?
My overall goal would be to be able to keep my dancing school another creative outlet for myself. So currently it's a part-time job because I'm home with my little boys and soon to be third. And while it's a part-time school, I really, really love it, but I would worry that to have to amplify our income when the kids were a bit older and were at school, that I would have to teach more. And I worry that I wouldn't love my job the way that I do now. I feel like it would become a job instead of something that I really love to do.
Okay.
So long term, I would love to be able to keep my dancing school at 2 mornings a week, which is what I currently do, and to build my side business big enough that it can be my full-time income.
Awesome. And then what would you
Yeah.
do?
I'd still keep the school. I always said that I'd like to teach until I'm about 40. So I've got 5 years left of that. And then I would just work my butt off and do as much as I could on the side business to create it. That it's I'd love to retire my husband as well because he has a really high stress job. So yeah, I'd love to be able to do it just full time and help people and get the results that I've been able to get.
Awesome. Love it. Last question. What would be your advice to others, particularly mums to be, particularly busy mums, working mums?
My advice, it would just be give it a go. Just give it a go. If you are looking for an outlet, for income, for community, there are so many things that you get from being a part of something like this. And the only way you're going to know if it's really something that you'd enjoy is by giving it a crack. It may not be for you, but I can say that if you work towards a goal, you will 100% be able to achieve that for yourself and your family.
Awesome.
Much for that story, Rose. That was wonderful. And thank you, Lloyd. So if you want more information, just contact me and I can send you the links. So thank you for watching and have a great day.